So, welcome to Wednesday Night Football. We are back at it again with the Broncos week. We're going to take on the Donkeys. Yeah, so, Timmy, I don't know why your volume has not changed. I'm not too sure what's going on for you, but it's good now. Oh, yeah, like there's a big delay for sure, so. But yeah, man, hey, like if you can, go ahead and share with your friends and stuff like that, because we like to have a good time tonight, and the more the merrier. And just so you know, like what we do is we talk about the game a little bit tonight. We're gonna show the game on Madden, and we're gonna have a little bit of a contest with everybody, so everyone can throw out their score predictions for the game, and you'll be able to win some prizes. So, if you pick, whatever your score prediction is for tonight's game. We'll have 3 categories to win. That is, if you have the closest to the total, you have the closest to the spread, and you have the closest. Obviously, you pick the correct winner. Whoever has the closest to all that stuff will be able to win some prizes. We'll get some maybe Bolt Bros merch or something like that. But this right here, just so you know, is a 1 of 1 because I changed the design recently. So. Yeah, you'll never see this one ever again. So just an FYI, and I'm not selling it just in case you're wondering because I got it also signed by Khalil Mack, Scott Matlock, and I think Cameron Dicker actually. So it was pretty sweet. It was a pretty sweet day over there at training camp. So, yeah. But Miguel, I got this shirt from the Chargers training camp oh, shoot, when was that? That was maybe like 2 years ago, something like that. Yeah, so this is kind of old. But yeah, it's a nice shirt. I like it a lot too. So, we already got some score predictions in the chat, so appreciate that. That's awesome. Super stoked. So guys, what have you been seeing from the Chargers this week? It's been kind of eerily quiet in the Chargers camp, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, what is it? You have, we should be doing some trades or something like that, but we haven't been doing anything, man. I don't know what's going on, because right now, we got word from Jim Harbaugh today that DJ Chark, I would say Chark, I guess, is more than likely not going to be in that 21-day window this week. So we do not have a veteran. We don't have a veteran presence on the field for the wide receivers yet again. So this is we're kind of in a pickle. So I don't know how I feel about that. So but guys, so also want everyone to understand too. So make sure you also do your prediction for what Justin Herbert's passing yards, passing touchdowns, and passing completions will be, because there'll be a chance to win some points. What are those points good for? I'm glad you asked. Those points are actually good for the grand prize. That's a year-long contest. So whoever will get first place for that one will be able to win the sorry, I'm putting some of your scores down already. The grand prize winner for that will win, who is the number 1 fan, will win 2 tickets to a Chargers game next year. It's not, and I guarantee you this, it's not going to be a preseason game. So, and then the second prize winner will win a stitched jersey of their choice. And the third place winner will win a swag bag of Bolt Bros merch. So it'll be pretty sweet. And just so you guys know, me and the bros have been talking about it for a while. We really do. It sounds like that we really do want to set up a, what's it called? A membership type deal. But we really don't want to make it that much. It's going to be completely, irrelevant. It'll be it's not going to be super important that people will do it or need to do it at all like that. So it'll be interesting to see, what we get from that. But it's going to be interesting because we'll allow people to have membership badges. They'll get the little Bolt Bros logo next to their name. And it changes every single month. You'll be able to collect all the logos for the entire that I've made for after a whole year. But then afterwards, you get kind of a gold one, like a little bit extra type ones after the year. So it's pretty sweet. But then there's also some extra emojis, and there may be eventually, like I think this is the thing at some point. There may have to be a members only chat at some point in the future. Like that's like way down the line. I don't know if you've seen like Pat McAfee. Like he has so many people in the stream. Hey, you know what? We're aiming high over here at the Bolt Bros. So eventually there might be a members only chat kind of situation going on. So. But yeah, let me see what else that thing can do. Like obviously with the members chat, those people will get priority in our things and stuff like that. So we're talking about some stuff like that. So keep an eye out for that. I may shoot a little video about what it all means, what we're gonna do with it and stuff. So keep in mind. Hey, James is up in the chat. What's up, man? Who's over there in Japanica? He's out there hanging out with Gojira. Hang on a sec. I got that chat. He's because he's getting charged up for the Denver Broncos game. He's sounding like a lot like this. James getting charged up with Gojira. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so that's a little something there. But yeah, like I said, guys. So and then the prize for getting the correct stats for Justin Herbert will be for tonight's game will be to get some points, and it's actually equals to 20 points, which is pretty significant when you really think about it. How much I really think about it. So, but you know what? If you're a gambling man, like our resident fan Bolt Lightning. You can also just try to earn more points by gambling away, Like you can roll the dice a little bit, Chargers finna win against the Broncos. Yeah, Zachary, that's right. I like it. Zachary over from TikTok saying that the Chargers are gonna win, baby. I like it. I like that kind of energy, man. We need a little bit of that. But here's the big thing. Here's the big question that comes to mind. The Broncos have kind of gotten revitalized this week, because they have broken a 5-year losing streak against the freaking Raiders. So that's crazy to me. So they may have actually gotten a little bit of a revitalization from all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, that's all good. So I don't know, man. To be honest, like I just don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Sean Payton. I'm glad we did not take him as our head coach, because he's not actually the best coach out there. The best coach out there is, of course, Jim Harbaugh. Hey-oh. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. That's right. Nobody's got it better than us with it, because we got Jim Harbaugh at the head coach right now. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, there's a lot to be said about everything. So, and talking about the Broncos and Chargers, look, I don't know if you guys have seen the injury report. What's up, Diego from TikTok? How you doing? Yeah, well, we're out here, and I don't know if you guys have seen the injury report for today, Wednesday, but we got significant players on, that are playing, that are injured right now. I mean, it's like half our team, bros. Joe Alt, knee injury, limited practice today. I think more than likely he is going to play. So we may have Joe Alt back in action. Let's just talk about that the tackles real quick, because we got Rashawn Slater. He had that pectoral injury, but he had limited practice. I think he might actually be able to play. At least that's my hopes and that's my dreams. So don't crush them, please, Chargers. Joey Bosa had a hip injury, as we know, but he did not practice today. He was not out stretching with the team. Hopefully he gets more Raisin Bran in him, and That way he starts feeling better. Of course, I don't know. He was eating Raisin Bran last year, and that didn't help out too much. So maybe not. Maybe need something more than Raisin Bran. How about you get that? Shoot, what is that? What is that crunchy with grape nuts? How about he needs to eat grape nuts? You know what I'm saying? That's the cereal that he needs. Put a little honey on that. I don't know. That's good stuff. Okay, Junior Colson had a hamstring injury. I didn't know about this one, but he was limited practice. Cameron Dicker. He had an illness. Okay, illnesses are all right. He just didn't practice probably. Probably ate some bad fish. Some bad burger or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying. Gus Edwards. He had an ankle injury. Did not practice. He's probably just resting it. I don't know. Say Christian Fulton. Knee injury. Did not practice. Goodness gracious, guys. Deion Henley had a shoulder injury. His limited practice. Gosh. And then, of course, Justin Herbert. We all know this one. He has his ankle and foot situation, so he's limited practice. I think he might be a limited practice most of the year, to be honest. I don't know. Let's see. Hayden Hurst, Achilles injury. Oh, gosh. I didn't know he had an Achilles injury. Limited practice. Man, those Achilles injuries is crazy. Yeah, and Chev, I honestly think trading Bosa might be is the crazy idea, right? That's it. What's up, Diego? That's a massive. It is, Raul. It's a massive list that we have. Joe Alt better play for sure. I agree, man. Let's see. What else have we got? Khalil Mack. He is NIR, so this is a typical thing for him. He typically does a kind of a slower day on Wednesdays because I think it's as a veteran. I think he's allowed that or something. Derwin James had his personal day today as well. He did not practice. Dean Leonard, hamstring injury, did not practice. He might not practice. I don't know either. So Asante Samuel Jr., shoulder, limited practice. Good. Do we have any cornerbacks that are going to play this week? What's going on, guys? And then Jasil Taylor, of course. He had a fibula issue. Did not practice. Look, guys. What? Oh, and then can we also just say, oh yeah, while we're at it, let's look at the Denver Broncos. Oh wait, there is nobody on the Denver Broncos injury report this week. Where is it at? Yeah, that's a big problem. That's a real big problem for us, guys. They are completely healthy, and we just came off of a bye week, guys. How is it that we have this big, huge list of injuries, and the Broncos have been playing still, and they have nobody injured? Like, what is going on? Like, I mean, do we need to ship water from Florida, or do we need to ship water from New York or Denver? Like they got that mountain spring water. So is that what's allowing the Broncos to actually have so many freaking players and healthy? Oh yeah, but that's a good point there, Larry. We might actually have Cam Hart at it, in action with us, So maybe we'll see something cool come out of this. I would love to see Cam Hart doing it, a little bit more Tarheeb Still action, Yeah, man. So just so you guys know, James, my brother, is one of the co-hosts of the show, is out in Japan. Actually, not just Japan. He's actually out in Busan, Korea. He's out there, gallivanting around the far east side of the world, I suppose. And it's pretty crazy. So he's eating lots of good sushi, some Korean barbecue. He's having a lot of street food. It's just he's just traveling the world one bite at a time. You know what I'm saying? So don't call me peanut butter and jealous because I am. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh. Yeah, Bull Lightning says that we should trade Bosa and Bradley Bozeman for Zach Frazier. Hey, that's not a bad trade. I kind of like that one for sure. But we always have injuries though, guys. It's this is not something new. I think Diego took off on the TikTok side. It's okay. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. Okay, you're right, Miguel. Sorry, I stand corrected. We don't have friends here. We don't have co-hosts and things like that, because
I don't have friends. I got family.
That's right. I got family. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's all about family up in here, You guys are all our brothers from other mothers and sisters from other misters. And, you can, maybe if you really want to, you can just say you're a cousin, if you want to. We can call you cuz, That actually might, as keeping in the theme of our family situation that we got here. We actually kind of talked about that, like about what we would want to call our membership. We've kind of toyed with the idea of charged up cousins, like or actually, brothers from other mothers or sisters from other misters, things like that. Like we want to play on that whole thing a little bit. So, yeah. But we have a lot of fun times about that, So getting injured on the bye week is getting fired on your day off. Basically, Jose. That's right. I really hope this team can weather that kind of loss and stay emotionally plugged in, and that Jim Harbaugh can get everybody through the other side if they don't add players to the offense. Tim, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't want to ring the bell on anything here, but I will say that when Denzel Perriman was talking about Coach Harbaugh, and he said that he kind of reminds him of like Will Ferrell or like kind of like a comedian and stuff like that, like or something. That kind of rang strange to me, because Harbaugh, he does have a really interesting way of coaching, and he has all these like kind of phrases and things that he says that just kind of makes a guy chuckle, like that, and going like, and I've said this before, going from all these hungry college students or whatever, like maybe not all hungry now because of NIL rights or whatever, but to now all these pro NFL players that are now millionaires and have like, all that stuff, it's a different attitude, like in the coaching, like, the phrases that he's made up and all these things that he's learned over the years, like in those like kind of, crazy things that he says, like, does it translate? That's a big, in the back of my head, I'm like, I've been worried about that, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, I believe though that the players are motivated to win underneath him because, going back to the Panthers game, I loved what Coach Harbaugh told everyone in the tunnel right before they ran out there. So it's like, set the tone. Their fans are our fans. Their music is our music. This is our house, not theirs. This all this field belongs to us. He said it obviously way better than I did, of course. But I do gotta admit that, man, Jim Harbaugh can sell me a freaking ketchup popsicle with white and when I have white gloves on, you know what I'm saying? Sheesh. Too many soft telescope players up on here. Yeah. I know we do have a lot of like, Telesco, Ron Tabasco players, like it's crazy how like that happens, we do need some of the Joe Orts to cook some stuff though, like that's actually 100% right, Jay say. Like, I mean, we need something, but I do admit we don't have much going on. We only have like $10 million left in our cap. I mean, I don't know what we can do. I mean, we could pick up some veterans on some 1 year, $1 million deals and stuff like that, like that could be a huge thing. What if he actually went out and got OBJ or something like that? I know he still wants to play. He's still got a lot of juice in him probably. He's a big splashy name, and he's got great hands, great route running. Just throwing it out there. Maybe not though. I mean, he's kind of like 33, 34 or something like that now. I don't know. Yeah. Popper said Jay Herb was in the boot during practice. Yeah, you're right. And so he's been limited. I think that all is boot Bert. I like that, Miguel. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna nurse that, a ton, so. Yeah, so Pablo says, hey, Kyle, it would be flippin' cool if they had a regular season game in Tokyo. What do you think, brother? Man, Pablo, that'd be pretty cool, I think. But, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not I'm not a huge fan of this international NFL game situation that they got. I'm not. I just don't like it. This is an American sport, and it needs to stay in America. To be honest, I'm not gonna wake up at 4 in the morning to watch a game. I'm sorry, I just can't. I'll watch the replay, then I'm not gonna. I would love to go to Japan for that game, but the NFL is already expensive enough too. Just to watch the game at home, it's like $2,000. The whole all season. Like that. So it's like, why? Why do we have to spend so much money just to watch this season at home? And now to say, oh, our team is playing in Los Angeles or in Tokyo, so we got to fly all the way out there. I just can't do it, man. That's just too much. And the fact is too is this, all that travel wears on the players and stuff, and it's just like, okay, what is the NFL's overall agenda? What is their goal for all this thing? Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. The Japan game would be like $4,000 to $5,000. I'll be all right. I'll watch it at a sports bar or something like that. Just hang out. It'd be cool. Honestly, I get that the allure to bring in more fans and stuff like that to the NFL, but and I think that the NFL kind of needs to do that because let's be perfectly honest. I think a lot of parents don't want their children to play football. And that's a big problem because of obviously the whole ideas of concussions and breaking legs, breaking arms, or whatever like that, and the biggest thing too is it goes even further meta into this is that, maybe just people are just soft today, they can't handle the roughness of the sport. And that's why the sport has constantly trying to protect the quarterbacks and making them feel like they're safer out there, making them feel like they're, having their, I don't know. It's just weird. So I don't know. I can't get behind the international games. I want all the games to be here. If anything, maybe go to Canada or Mexico. That would be just kind of stay local. I don't know, because obviously we all know that how much the Chargers team actually travels. I think we travel the most out of any team in the entire NFL, every single year, 21,000 miles or something like that, all this back and forth and stuff, and that can't be good. It can't be healthy. So when it comes to these international games, it's not a fan of it. Not a fan. Sorry to say, sorry to be controversial, but yeah. And Miguel's, that's actually correct, I think, right there, Miguel. The agenda is to let the Swifties get another Super Bowl. Yeah, 100%. I hate to say it, but I think, the writing's kind of on the wall. Is that literally the refs are constantly throwing out these ghost holding calls or ghost pass interferences and stuff like that, it's like, dude, Chiefs are 5-0 right now, and they shouldn't be. 100% they should not be. They were literally each game is one play away from being, them being maybe 1-4 right now. So the fact is the NFL wants the Chiefs to win, and that's the most frustrating thing that I can ever, freaking, fathom right now, What's up, Alan? Don't worry about it. Hey, well, we're just but all that considered, let's take a look at the Madden stuff, and we'll discuss briefly the differences between the Chargers and the Broncos, and we'll see what happens. So, all right, guys. So now that we have all that kind of out of the way, if you guys did want us to stick around, of course, and like I said, we have a little contest for tonight's game. So give me your score predictions and your Justin Herbert predictions with his, yards passing, touchdowns, and completions. And then whoever gets the closest to the correct score, and the by the total, by the spread, and by the correct winner. So that's the money line as well. So, but yeah, we have some merch. We have some surprises tonight. So let's get into it, Bolt Bros. And let's go.
Bolt Bros.
All right. Okay, so I had this thing set up, but I actually wanted to pull out a little bit more. And let's just take a look at the teams. Yeah. Just want to take a look at the team here, you know? Yeah, so the big thing with the Chargers is, of course, you know, Justin Herbert's got to play. It looks like he's going down. Looks like Madden has changed his ratings a little bit here and there. And so I think he started the season at like 88, 89, and so he's gone down a couple points. That's freaking frustrating. But J.K. Dobbins, yes, he is going to be our number 1 running back. Good. We got that going. That's correct. Matlock, baby. Give me Matlock. Wait, they literally got his overall rating as 0. What the heck? Can I change that? Man, that's horrible to me. Okay, so Joshua Palmer, I do believe he's in. So we'll have Quentin Johnston. Ooh, we might see some Brendan Rice action. Oh man, why did they got him at a 68 overall? What kind of madness is this, dude? Man, I tell you, sometimes Madden just like do they even understand ball? Sometimes, yeah. I know Madden's been doing this thing for how long? How long has Madden been doing this stuff? At least 30 years, I think, right? I've been around for long enough that they have enough. 68 overall for Brandon Rice. Come on now, dog. Come on now, dog. Hayden Hurst. Okay, yeah, he's dealing with some stuff. Okay, Disley. All right. Rashawn Slater is gonna be back in. Let's go. And Jamari Sawyer. See, I don't see him being a 65 either. You know, it's just crazy to me. Zion Johnson. Okay. 74. I don't see him being at 74 either, though. This is ridiculous, man. See, Bozeman, though, yeah, he is a 71. He's but he's on a 1-year prove yeah. Oh, I guess that's right, Jay say, because he's not playing. You know, Madden doesn't really do too much. You know, that sounds freaking terrible. Trey Pipkins. Yep, that's good. Okay, Joe Alt is gonna go in. Yep, let's do it. Yeah. Are you going to activate DJ Chark? I don't think I will activate DJ Chark because I sounded like today that the coach is not going to have him in that 21-day window. So he's probably still going to miss like some of the season. So that's a real big bummer. Yeah. So yeah. So Tito Abonia. Yep. Okay, we got. Man, really, he's a oh shoot, dang it. Really, he was like a 60 something, 64. Come on, man. Again, Madden doesn't not know these players at all. You know, like that's just nuts to me. Okay, wait. Bosa, I need to move out though, because he's not in though. So, let's see. So who should we put there? Left outside linebacker. We don't really have anybody in there. All right, so I'll just put Thule in there. Yeah, so probably should do that. Denzel Perryman, of course. Dan Henley, Colson, Troy Dye. Yep. Khalil Mack. Yep, baby. Okay, wait. Oh, so this is the whole point though too. I didn't realize. I think that was the only thing that I wanted to change is that Bosa situation. So, all right, so let's take a look at some of their points there for the Broncos. Bo Nix, they gave us 72. Okay, so that's fair. That's fair, I suppose. But again, it's because they don't really have much faith in the Broncos. They have less faith in the Broncos than they do us. So that's good to know. What other running backs do you all have besides Dobbins? We have Gus Edwards. He's kind of injured. We have a rookie. I take it, Alex, you are a Broncos fan. Glad you can be here. Thanks for joining. But yeah, we got Kamani Vidal as our rookie running back that we got right now. I think Spiller is gone. We had this guy named Isaiah Spiller, and he's gone right now though. So yeah. Let's see, Javonte Williams. I don't know. So he's a pretty good one. So I do feel like our wide receivers are a little bit better than yours. Yeah, okay. So, but our fullback, of course, is a rating 0. So, you know, it's crazy. Cortland Sutton, though, man, yeah, he's an amazing wide receiver, So like, yeah, I expect him to kind of feast. Honestly, if they can get the ball out, Cortland Sutton's gonna feast. That's for sure. So I think if you have him on your fantasy, if he's available, it might be a good idea. Oh, dang it. Padres are currently losing. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't pay attention to baseball too much, but my brothers do. They're huge Padres fans. I was, I lived in LA for a while. So I was, a Dodgers fan here and there, but like I said, I don't really pay attention to baseball too much. So, but I mean, and there's been times that I've been Padres fans, like I said, I just don't follow baseball too much, and so it's not really near and dear to me. So, but yeah, so just throwing that out there. Greg Dulcich, tight end, okay, they pretty good. Garrett Bowles, there we go. He's a pretty good left tackle, so like that'll be a good thing. Ben Powers, okay, 70, 60. Wow, okay, so their center is like struggling very much right now. Sheesh. Yeah, crazy. Quinn Meinerz, okay, as a guard. Okay, right guard is really good. Holy smokes, he's good. And then the right tackle is struggling too. So, okay, wow, interesting. Okay, so center and right side tackles are definitely in a bit of a problem area right now. Okay, the left end though, pretty good. So he'll be going against Slater. And then right end, Franklin. Okay, so he'll go against Alt or Pipkins, I suppose, right? DJ Jones, yeah, he's really good. I wanted to trade for him a couple times in this game, yeah. So, Nick Bonito, left outside linebacker, edge. Cody Barton, middle. Okay, they got good middles. And the right side, okay, they got average thing, but yeah, of course, Patrick Surtain is phenomenal quarterback. He is definitely one of those shutdown corners. And man, it's with only 3 years of experience, he's already there. Goodness gracious, yeah. Brandon Jones, good defense there. PJ Locke, yeah. Will Lutz, okay, all right, yeah, all right. So basically, the let's see. Chargers are going to have pretty decent time getting penetration through the offensive line in the center and the right side. There are tackles are going to be kind of attacked. They got some pretty decent ends, but they don't have great outside linebackers. So, but of course, their defensive backs are phenomenal. So we may be going a little bit more into the ground and pound game this game for sure. But like you say, yeah, and you're right, guys. This is a divisional game. Divisional game for the Chargers, the Broncos. It's also a divisional game for the Padres and Dodgers. And I'll be honest here. To be honest, guys, I mean, even though I've been of recently more of a Dodgers fan, I want the Padres to win. Because let's be honest, like the Padres have never won. They got to the big show back in, was it 99 or 98 or something like that, but they certainly did not they did not make it happen. Like they got destroyed by the Yankees, just like the Chargers got destroyed by the Niners. So I think it'd be great for the sport to have the Padres win for sure. I'll be excited for the Padres to win, but I mean, I'm not gonna go outside, burning cars and flipping, or flipping cars, whatever, and burning trash cans and doing backflips or whatever, like it would be amazing for San Diego to finally bring a championship to that freaking city. It's such a great city. It'd be great for the sports to bring something there, But yeah, and that's totally fair, Alex. Like I'm pretty much only a football fan, to be honest. I mean, I'll go to any sport. Like I'm not going to sit at home and watch like, hockey or baseball or basketball or or soccer or something like that, but if someone invites me to like a party, I'm 100% sure I'll show up. And in fact, if you invite me to something like that, I will cheer for your team, no matter what, no matter who it is. I don't care. Like I will put on whatever team hat that you are wearing, because I don't really care unless it's football. I'm like, all right, cool, and I'll cheer with you. I may need a little bit of help with some stuff, in understanding things, but to keep the sport, good, I'll definitely go to any event too, I went to football or hockey, all that stuff, but yeah, so Miguel, football, then NBA, then soccer, then MLB, then anything else. Hey, you know what? I like that, Miguel. I mean, I'm kind of with you on that, but for me, it would probably be more football, baseball, and then soccer, and then hockey, and then basketball. I've never really been much of a basketball fan myself. It's just whatever, In fact, on that note too, hey, actually, I might even want to throw WWF or WWE into there, because that's just pure entertainment, That's just a soap opera for men, But Carlos, you know what? You're right. They do have some injuries, but they're not on the injury list, So there's a bunch of players that are on IR and stuff like that, So, not much of a baseball fan. Let's see. We resigned Cam Fleming to right tackle so he could play. Yeah, resigned. Okay. Oh. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Cam Fleming. I didn't see him on the list though, right? I watch a little bit of everything. I'm always saying trust the process, but losing to Denver would be a gut punch. Only because I think we are better than them. You know what? I agree though, Bolt Lighting. But hey, all right. Well, let's just get into the game. I don't want to sit here all night and just chit chat. As much as I do love you guys. So if you haven't already, put your score prediction in the chat. Because you'll have a chance to win some Bolt Bros merch from us. If you get the correct, money line, the total, and the spread, those three things. And then also do the Justin Herbert prediction, because then you can win some points, which go towards the grand prize of winning 2 tickets to a Chargers game next year. Or the second prize being a Stitch jersey, or getting some Bolt Bros swag bag for a third prize. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into this game, and let's have some fun. Let's have some laughs, and we can keep chatting away,
It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Booyah! So it is an 8-minute quarters. So, and yeah, man. Hope you guys having a good time. And let's just keep chatting. Actually, what? While we're at it though, I will pull up the score for the Padres Dodgers game, just because I want to feel included with everybody. Looks like the Yankees are beating the Royals right now, which is good. Well, not good. I hate the freaking Yankees. Wait, would it be possible that we can have a rematch, Yankees Padres again? That would be amazing. Oh, dang! It looks like the Dodgers just scored again. So it's 3-0, right? 3-0 Dodgers right now. Man. Oh, the future. How are you? 29-24 Chargers. I think I did get yours, Bolt Lighting, already. Thank you for the reminder, for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I got yours already. Yeah. White Bolt Lightning. Yes, I like that. 100-3.
Off we go from Denver.
If I was playing, it would probably be that way, but it would be the opposite. It would be 3 points Chargers and 100 points Broncos, because I'm horrible at that. If you guys remember last week when you saw me playing, shit, I'm so terrible at this game. I was down for a good run on a team, and not Bees, Queefs, 5-0 crap. Yeah, right? Screw the Queefs. All right, guys. Okay, so Chargers got the ball first. Let's go. I believe I did get yours, Miguel. 27-17, 175, 2 touches, one pick, 24-28. Got you. I got you.
They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with just
yeah,
a
Alex.
on the field.
Honestly, I mean, I try to play. I try to keep it competitive on pro, but right now this is on for this. I think it's on. Yeah, it's on pro, and I think it's set to competitive, so there's no like injury type things going on. So. What's up, Steady Ready? Let me get that. There we go.
From the 35, here's second
got
and
you.
3.
Pablo.
Back to throw
There you
here,
go.
Herbert.
Okay, so I got you. Got your both your predictions there. All right. So, well, like I said, guys, let me know how you guys are feeling. Hey, what's up, Knight of Jerusalem from TikTok? Yeah, what's up, man? Bolt gang, don't bang. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right, so let's see what's the haps here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Big old first down. And that brings up a Chargers. First down.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down.
Charge! Don't forget the blue chew. My Herbert. That's right. That's right. Yeah, no, it's we got our special product that we're developing behind the scenes. It's called the Andrew Chews. Oh, throwing it deep! Oh, he caught it, but his foot was completely out. Dang it! Yeah, he just threw it a little bit too hard. That was a good run. That was a good pass. I like that. Like kind of make them guess a little bit. Like a first down deep pass. Why the heck not? First quarter, let's go. I like that. Here we go, Herbo. Just drop back, plenty of time. Oh, big old catch with the Ladidi McConkey. And that brings up another Chargers. First down. Charge. Let's go. All right. Ladidi. Oh, look. Man, that player literally slapped his butt. It was crazy. What's up, TikTok? How you guys doing, TikTok? If you guys, hey, the offer stands for you guys too. If over there on TikTok, you guys can 100%. You can put in a score prediction for the chat, and if for the game, and if you get close, you can actually have a chance to win some Bolt Bros merch. I got these sweet hats. In fact, let me put it out there here. Let me throw it out there. So it's www.boltbros.live/merch. That is our website with all the stuff, so you guys can peruse the merchandise while we are hanging out and just having a good time, to kind of keep your eye on something you might like. And if you guys have an idea of something that you might want, us to make, go ahead and throw it out there. We'll take suggestions on little shirts and stuff. And I do admit that our shirts, like our supplier for all that stuff is kind of updated. Looks like it didn't. We're getting on the first down. Our supplier actually upped all the prices. Inflation, man, it sucks. I'm sorry that some of the stuff is a little bit pricier for you guys, just to buy if you wanted to buy some. But we're trying to keep the prices as low as possible. We don't really get too much profit on any of it, but it does help us out a little bit. Like every little bit helps and stuff. So, and keep in mind, I am. Oh, bam! Touchdown! There you go, Chargers! Touchdown! Oh, that's a nice pass to Simi Fehoko right there. That's what's up. Wait, who is that? I can't even read the dang thing. Oh, that was awesome. He fought for it too, right there. Just caught it up short and just got in there. Let's get that camera. Finally feeling alive. Seriously, this is probably the best part of the week, brothers. Hey, man, I'm glad to hear that. What's up? That's awesome to hear, man. Wait, is that? All right, we're getting ready to fire that cannon, and then we're gonna have a little party. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Oh, boom! Big Dicker energy. All right, on three, guys, we're gonna fire that cannon. 1, 2, 3, fire the cannon! Woo! Oh, I got the wrong button. Okay, that's enough. Oh, you know, we like to party over here. Yeah.
So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback.
All right, man. Chargers drew first blood. Here we go. All right, let's get it. Let's get ourselves an interception, and let's make this happen. Let's take this ball away.
Touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete processes a lot of information in a short amount of time and puts his team
dropping those disco balls. That's what's up.
You don't break the NCAA record for highest
Appreciate you, getting into it with me, man. That's right. That's right.
Very well in Denver.
Tight end. Oh, that was Tomlinson. That was Eric Tomlinson. Like I was like, wait, is that? I couldn't figure that out, man. I was like, wait, who was that? Was that Fahoko or was it Tomlinson? I couldn't. I had no idea. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna see.
Got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Clock rolling as we
I'm gonna throw a little something out there. You know, you don't have to gamble. You don't have to bet at all.
Near the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little something here to see if it works. Yeah, LT is back. Tomlinson in tight end form. Oh, I rolled a 6. I lost 10 points. Womp womp womp.
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, it's bankroll management here. Bankroll management. I'm gonna do another one here.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And good vision there.
I'm a bankroll management here. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock in Denver. Okay, so that means it's 2 o'clock for us. Over here, I'm in Utah now, so that means it's a 1 o'clock game for the Pacific, for LA, and San Diego. Hope you guys have a great place to go to. There's a ton of watch parties, guys. Oh, Bolt Lightning's gambling it all again. Oh, shoot, I got a big old run. Rolled a 10. Bolt Lightning has 12 points. Lost 12 points and is now 0 points. Bolt Lightning, man. I'm sorry. I am sorry that too bad, so sad. I'm sorry that you were once. I think you were at 2nd place once upon a time, but now the mighty has fallen. You fell deep down into the depths of hell. Oh, shoot. I think they got it. Dang it. Ah, dang it. Dulcich. Got a big, 25-yard touchdown.
That's terrible.
Why they gotta let him do? Man, see, that's the biggest problem that I have with this game right now is that we just don't really have hardly. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, let's challenge that. Challenge that. You only had 1 foot in.
For the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was.
Challenge that shit.
You think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely.
I can't help myself, Miguel.
Well,
like I said, guys, that brings up a good point here. So we at the Bolt Bros, we have the
was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
we have the sleeper app and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the game. So I'm honestly gonna bet just on the Chargers though. I've done some silly things before where I bet on the opposite team too. Like, oh, they're gonna have. Well, I guess if anything, I could say a pick. Maybe a throw a pick. Okay. Oh, J.K. Dobbins over 100. Yeah, I'm gonna say over 157.5 yards. So hopefully he gets 58 yards this game. I can see that definitely happening for sure. I'm not gonna bet on Justin Herbert pass yards. I don't really know if I really want to bet on Justin Herbert getting that. I will bet on Bo Nix getting an interception. How about that? Yeah, we'll do an interception for Bo Nix. Cameron Dicker, 2 field goals. You think that'd be good? Yeah, that might be good.
And
Do
frankly,
that.
it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
2 field goals from
They both
Cameron
game
Dicker,
plan for
maybe.
this drive, and they both have
Oh,
specific
Quentin
outcomes
Johnston.
in mind. To me,
No,
it
hang
just
on a
comes
sec.
down to who can execute better.
Quentin Johnston, anytime
Assert his
touchdown.
will over the other.
I will do the Cameron Dicker. Yeah, so anytime touchdown for Quentin Johnston.
Sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise.
So I feel like he'll have that. He'll get the touchdown this
But in
game.
this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could
And
do
then
that was
Cameron
going
Dicker
to
for
work.
field goals.
Like if you're trying to
All
be a
right,
comedian
that sounds good to me.
on open mic night at
So
the Improv,
I just
and you run
recently
into a
discovered
tough
like there's an
crowd.
option for
Got it
oh
open man. It's Josh
oh yeah, there you
Bell.
go, fight for that first down.
Catch,
There you go,
good
baby.
and a first down.
That's a first down.
I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive.
Okay, hey, what's up, Bolt Town? Hey, speaking of, I was just actually setting up some bets for the Chargers Broncos game right now. So what I got right now, so he and I, Bolt Town, he's like one of my the best, freaking channels on Instagram right now. Some of the best freaking memes ever for Chargers content. So, but he and I, we chat a lot about like what picks we want for the game. So like I said, if you guys would use the Sleeper app, use the code Bolt Bros to get yourself no spaces. I think it's all caps. And use that code to get a $100 deposit match. So if you put in 50, you'll get 50. But if you put in 100, you'll get 100. If you put in 150, you'll get 100 extra. So it comes in handy. So this week, I think what I'm gonna do, right now, I'm gonna do J.K. Dobbins gets over 57.5 yards. Bo Nix is gonna get an interception. Quentin Johnston's gonna get a touchdown, and Cameron Dicker is going to make 2 field goals. But what I like to do now, and I could just do that and just like make it. Oh, there you go, good catch. I could just make it a just a max bet, all in on that one. But what I have been doing lately is doing flex bets because that's actually really incredible. Because it means that if I get 3 correct, I will still win 17. I'll win $17. So off a $10 bet. So that's a $7 profit. So hey, you know what? It ain't nothing. But if I get 4 correct, I win 7 times my money, and that would be $78. So I'm gonna make that happen right now. Booyah. So four-way bet on this team, and you know what? I'll be perfectly honest. I am 100% a biased bettor. I will bet on my team no matter what, no matter how, because I want to cheer for my team. I don't want to bet against them because I don't want to feel any kind of bad juju towards something, Yeah. What's up, Diego? Welcome back. What's up, Waffle King? How you guys doing? Yeah. Like I said, I'm always going to bet in favor of my team because I don't want to ever have some kind of bad juju when it comes to what happens with my team. I want my team to be the priority of my my watching experience, and I just and to be honest, I'm very honest, I only really do watch my own team play. Okay, we got 1st and goal, red zone right here. Yeah. Oh, boom! Touchdown, Chargers! Let's go, baby! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, you know what? Dang, I have some other videos that I want to actually set up here, but I forgot. Yeah, I want to set them up in my my camera here. Oh man. Well, I'll do it eventually, but yeah, that'll be sweet. I think you guys will really appreciate those for sure. In fact, I had them for when I was playing a little bit more. Dang, Dodgers are 5-0, 5 now.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7
Gosh,
ball game.
Dodgers are having a crazy freaking.
So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's finished off by a
I go do or die
touchdown run
on
from
bets.
J.K.
Nice. That's awesome though. I mean, I would say that's the way that you actually win the most money. But like I like to have the option to not need to have every single one because more often than not, I've always had. Oh, yeah, I gotta fire that cannon. Shoot. All right, fire the cannon. 1, 2, 3, fire the cannon! Yeah, sorry guys, I was slacking. I was just thinking about the bets a little bit more. Okay.
Out past the 20 to the 24. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Let's see. Anybody headed to the desert next week for the Cardinals game? I will be there. Just want to both fam. I would love to throw it down with you, Kyle, both family. Yeah, Pablo. Yeah, we're all of us bros are gonna be out there. My brother's gonna fly out there, but I'll be driving, and be having a good time though. It'll be great. But yeah, we're planning on having a wonderful time. Just chatting, working on stuff, and it's actually same time. I kind of have a problem right now. So my work is very much. It's picked up a lot of speed. I just don't know if I can actually come out. I would love to come out, but I may have to fly it. It's just, there's just too much going on. I don't have work off. It's just crazy. Yeah. But I really want to be at that game. It's just I'm kind of concerned about a lot of things when it comes to my work right now. It's so I just don't know. I'm having a hard time with it, So I'll be in San Diego. Oh, Miguel, so it's okay. We understand. I get it. I wish you can come out there too, but my Andrew and James are definitely going to be out there though for sure. He was sending Andrew kisses. Yeah, he was. No, yeah. Miguel does some funny things sometimes. Or not Miguel. Aether does. Yeah.
That's the danger, Charles.
Do you remember Aether sending? Yeah, he did. That was too funny that it did. You're hooked up with Charger Bolt fam. Check out Facebook where we meet at. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Charger Bolt fam is awesome. Ken and Mary, the guys that kind of run it, they have a great time. And they do awesome. Oh, tank! Yeah, we got that first down. Miguel asked a good question. What is more concerning, our running backs or wide receivers? I think for us, our wide receivers are more concerning right now because we obviously are struggling with that for sure. There's just a lot that we need to work on in the wide receiver room because obviously we don't have any big names, no great route runners. They're not super fast. They can't necessarily get open, and they're all kind of young, so it's tough. It's real tough. Hey, what's up, Grandizer? Yeah. What's up, man? What's up? Yeah, I think our running backs are doing fine. It's not necessarily our running backs that is the problem. It's if anything, it's our offensive line that's kind of struggling a little bit to open up the gaps and allow them to find the openings and stuff. So and I don't know, man. I just feel like we have a little bit of issues to work on there. So. Yeah, Pappy. We'll. And obviously, if you follow us on Instagram, I post to my story all the time, random little things that we got going on. Oh wow! Almost intercepted that screen. Shoot. If you wear the Raiders or the Chief hat, you'll be easier to find. No, never. Both are dependent on the push or front line. Yeah, that is my concern. Got it. I see what you're saying, Bolt Lightning. Yeah, for sure. So. Yeah, that's a good point. Our quarterback needs to be able to get open or have enough time to throw the ball because we need a lot more time to throw the ball because of what's it called? Yeah, the wide receivers aren't getting open enough. So Grandizer says it's time for the paranormal portal with Brent Thomas on YouTube. Halloween fun. Why? You should not mess with the old Ouija board and stories of people that got by the board. Yeah, 100%, man. Don't be messing with that Ouija board. It's it's crazy. It's crazy how, like, you know, that thing really just, you know, messes up stuff, you know. That offensive line is having a little bit of issues. The interior offensive linemen are all ranked in the bottom 10, not on the team, but of all offensive linemen in the NFL. Ooh, Timmy. Jeez. And that's a PFF score? Oh, my gosh. That's gnarly. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell my brothers about that one. What's this new device detected?
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Kyle and Miguel, just call out a couple of days and say you came down with the flu. It's going around. Just go, bros. Well, I would love to do that, but right now I'm kind of like I'm at a real problem with my work. You know, there's a lot of craziness going on with it. You know, like, I mean, it's kind of frustrating at work right now. So like I kind of like. I don't really know if I should. I really want to, but I wish my situation was better, you know.
Now it's Herbert.
Ooh, oh, wow! Dang it! Third down, guys. Bros, that is my plan. I'm gonna say that I'm a little under the weather, so I'm gonna take a day or two. That's it. Done and dusted. Hey. That's awesome, baby. And you know what? Your kids, you know, the kids that you teach or whatever, like, you know, they'll be all right. They'll be all right without you for a weekend, you know. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, there you go. That brings up a Chargers first down.
That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there.
Charge.
Careful, you're losing playing against a good quarterback.
Prayers for your work situation. Yeah, I mean, look, Miguel, I'll be perfectly honest. It's like, if it's not one thing, you know, like the last half of this year and half of last year, basically, were just awful because of the strikes. Like, there's hardly any work going around. And then this time, because, you know, work was crazy, you know, because work is back up, you know, my boss is a little bit more concernicus about every little thing that we do now, so it's like it's hard to really like kind of stay focused on stuff, you know. So it's just like, man, it's not one thing, it's another, you know. It's like, it's just like, I don't know, man. Some of these jobs, you know, like, you just, I'll be perfectly honest, there's always some kind of BS when it comes to jobs, you know what I'm saying? There's always something. Like, doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter like what your what line of work you're in. There's always something. Just why is this happening, you know? Because people just, I don't know. People just don't like,
here's Herbert.
You know, don't work, or not work. They're just overly demanding. They're overbearing. There's always something. Like I said, there's always something, you know. So it's just like, just kind of a pain. It's just kind of a pain, you know. So. But hey, we all have to deal with it, you know. Like, that is life. Work is life. Work is part of everyone's life. So, but it is what it is. But that's why football's here, baby. Oh, there you go! Oh, baby, touchdown, Chargers! Let's go! That was an amazing catch. That was from Hurst, baby. Touchdown, Chargers!
So
where's it?
That's 3 touchdowns.
Oh! Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, everything's gonna be all right. You know, so like, I got little things that I'm working on. You know, like that. You know, that everything's gonna be all right because it's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about it too much, but at the same time, I just you know, I don't want to ruffle the feathers for anything, you know. So, but we'll see how things go. Yeah. So. All right, baby. Let's fire that cannon. On 3. 1, 2, 3, fire the cannon! Woo! Yeah! I should make this a glow stick. Oh!
Send it away.
Kyle, did you see the cheap route I suggest for the Chargers to go in a wide receiver? He ignored me. No! Okay, what's the cheap route you're talking about, Grandizer? I'm sorry if we missed it. You know, like, I mean, sometimes it's kind of hard for us to do it when there's just us two to kind of get to everyone's comments and stuff like that, you know, because, you know, we're trying to talk to each other and we're trying to address the chat as well, you know, like, and so, like, we may have, some things may have slipped through, but go ahead and share it with the class today. And we'll have a good time with it. Yeah, so
run their offense, get it into the end zone. I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
I suggested for the Chargers to go getting wide receiver. What's wide receiver? Oh, he's wiggling. He's wiggling. Oh man. So I know we were talking DeAndre Hopkins for a little bit. You know, he'd be a cheap route for sure, you know, because he'd be on that veteran contract. And, you know, he's kind of old. And like I said, you know, OBJ would probably be a cheap contract as well, you know. So that would be my thoughts. Come we gotta listen, bros. When you get a little older, brother, you realize these bosses don't give up. And just so you just do what you gotta do. Seriously. Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle. Tickle, pickle. What's up, King Rye? He was doing the Tua dance.
Nix from the shotgun.
I mean, you're right though, Pablo. But here's the kind of the reality is this though too. Is that like my job is a little bit more service oriented, you know. So like, and I'm like, kind of like the only guy that can really do my job. And we've been kind of having some issues with some of the work. Not necessarily that I'm doing, but some of the work that has been coming out from, you know, that I'm connected to. And we just really just need to, you know, tighten up the ship and make sure that we don't make any more mistakes on stuff like that, you know. So it's, like I said, it's just a bit of a problem right now because, and the bigger thing is too, is that like, you know, if we mess up enough, then the work's going to go to some other company and stuff like that, you know. And so we don't want that, you know. Like, and so we're a client-based, service-oriented job. So I have like this work ethic in me that I need to actually make sure that everything's good and great, you know. So like, and if I don't, I really feel terrible about it and stuff. So in fact, I've actually been deciding on trying to do this, you know. Like I've been actually wanting to literally just hang out. You know, I mean, have my computer up and have my laptop here, and just hang out with people. You know, I'll be live on Twitch. You know, probably just Twitch. And maybe Kick. I don't know. Kick's not really set up too much on all the stuff for me to go live on it yet. But like, I may just go live on Twitch. We just hanging out. And I'll be at work, and people can just pop in, pop out, and just, you know, some of the chat too. You know. But I'll have my laptop, I'll have my desktop up, I'm just kind of just working on things, you know. So I don't know. It's just something that I'm doing. In fact, because I'm kind of working on something a little bit on the side. Because you know, like I think I mentioned this to you before. Yeah, ASMR live at work. You know, nah, not just that. I mean, I'll just be sitting there chatting with people. You know, just hanging out. But what I was actually thinking. It's because, like, so long story short, like, you know, after this off season, me and the bros are kind of, you know, we'll be still doing our weekly football show in the off season. We'll probably pull back a lot on what we do for Chargers content, during the off season because it doesn't really get that much traction and stuff. But we're talking about doing. That's a good question there, TikTok. Hang on a second, we'll get to that in a sec. So I've been thinking about doing some kind of starting. I got a freaking touchdown. Boom. Like I said, I've been thinking about doing more of a kind of a businessy thing, like kind of maybe taking talking to you guys, not just you guys, but like if any of you guys are interested, I'm gonna be working on like a channel where I do some businessy things. Like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do some drop shipping here. I'm gonna work on this thing and maybe just chat with people about what they did to be successful and things like that. Like in all these different things, and have some interviews and being maybe there's some guy out there that's did something special for their kids or something like that, like I don't know, like not that, but like about making money online, like business type stuff, entrepreneurial types things, so I've been thinking about that because I've had a mindset for that for a long time, and I've always wanted to just kind of get going with it. So that's something I'm going to be doing. My brothers will be doing like maybe some food stuff too. My brother likes to talk about stocks sometimes as well. But we're gonna set up some other little channels that we can just kind of send you guys. If you guys wanted to look at it, go ahead. But we're just doing some other stuff. But TikTok had a good question for me. Bears, Chargers, or Bucks defense? 100%. I think that the Chargers defense is definitely the top in that whole list. I mean, our Jesse Minter has been on fire, guys. I mean, he's literally the bright spot of the Chargers right now. Is that our defense is firing on all cylinders, Like the front, middle, and backfield are just freaking lighting it up, man. We're doing awesome. So, yeah, so that's just kind of some stuff going on. I just make sure you're happy and healthy. But yeah, 100% though, Pablo. I mean, don't worry about, everything's doing all right. It's just big old catch, big catch, all right, hit to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown Chargers! Let's go, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Yeah! Dang! Freaking Josh Palmer coming back in a big way this game. Let's go! Yeah, that's awesome.
They give up a touchdown.
CJ Loss says, thank you. Only asking because Rattler is starting for New Orleans versus Bucks. Ooh, interesting. That's right, because Derek Carr's out. So, yeah, Derek Carr's trash anyways. I'm sure Rattler's going to be terrible as well. But I would say the Bucks are going to feast. All right, on three, let's fire that cannon, though. 1, 2, 3, fire the cannon! Yeah, right, King, right? That was hella separation. It was wide open. Got the wiggle. Got the worm here. Got the worm. Got the worm.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. Just take a knee and they'll bring the
yeah, Pablo, he's only right. Roth IRA, baby. Tax-free growth. Keep your money and let it make money for you. Yes. That's 100%. That's a great little investment advice right there for sure. But I tell you this, man. Obviously, don't take financial advice from me though, because I thought I was smart, guys. I had a Roth IRA for years, and I had like $10,000 in it. I just put it in there. It's like, cool, man. That money's gonna grow tax-free. Yada yada yada. I'm awesome. I'm gonna be rich in 30 years. I could never have I been more wrong in my entire life. Because even though it was in the Roth IRA, it was not invested into a single stock. It was just in the big old sack. Booyah! Khalil Mack, you got shocked. Yeah, so I had like 10 grand sitting in like the cash part of my freaking IRA, Roth IRA. So it wasn't invested in the stocks or any kind of growth thing or whatever like that, So it was so stupid of me. So I admit I ended up just, taking that money out and using it for college or something like that, So I was like, well, okay, fine. But right now I have money just going to a 401k right now, just because I wanted that. I need some tax deferred, some kind of growth and stuff like that, So, but I do every once in a while I do option calls, and I do kind of play around with my my Roth money these days, So, but I'm not too good at it with it, to be honest. I'm not very active with it, So like that's why I need to really just like drop it, put it in like I like SPY G is one of my favorite ones. Fidelity's got some good like ETFs. ETFs are definitely my go-to for the most part. Just just set it and forget it. Just let it go. Yeah, they usually have pretty low fees. But I would also just suggest just investing directly into the well, it's not called FANG anymore, but investing directly into those big things like Tesla, Facebook, Nvidia, like Apple. Things like Amazon, Google, any company that you believe will be around for the next like 10, 20 years, like that. Those are good companies to invest in, and especially investing in companies like Coca-Cola, for dividend growth and stuff like that, because like Coca-Cola is cheap, and then always it does splits every once in a while and stuff, and so you get more stocks and stuff. So. I don't know, just throwing some ideas out there, So yeah. Jets are totally wasting Mike Williams over there. Like they're doing so bad, but at the same time, like Mike Williams is doing it to himself all the time. So. No, bro, you have to put the limit in every year, $7K a year, and put in SPY. Set it and forget it. Yeah, SPY. That's it. Pablo, by the way, I was going to say this. Oh, I just learned this, guys. You know how we actually are, we have in our chat, hey, what's up? Got a super chat from Bolt Town. What's up, my man? That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Bolt Rose forever. Yeah. Bolt Town. Fist bump. Fist bumping, baby. That's what's up. But yeah. So I was going to say this. So I found recently that SoFi Invest will match 1% of your investment. So obviously that's not a whole lot, but think about this: like no other investment place will do that. You don't get the you can do a Roth through a company and they'll do like kind of a price match or whatever like that. A Roth IRA or Roth 401k, and they will sometimes match it. You should always, anytime that they match it, it's awesome. But SoFi right now they do a invest and match of 1%, which is. My company doesn't, price match or anything like that, So like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start just sending my money to the SoFi thing, and then we have a little bit of extra money. It's like 1% of $7,000 is not much, but it's not nothing. It's $70, So that's freaking awesome. So, but yeah, just throw it into that SPY and just set it and forget it. But here's the problem with the SPY is that it does have fees. Like I say, the problem with those fees are just chipping away the money that you make, and that could be over the course of the what's it called? Over the course of the life of the investment, that could be tens of thousands of dollars, And I don't know. That's kind of why it's best to just kind of create your own version of the SPY. Just take the top 5 stocks that they do, and just spread your money to every single one of those, So you have your own version of SPY. Just throwing that out there. Yeah. I will call SoFi and see. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, guys, I'm in love with SoFi app right now too, man, because we it's cool because you actually get 25% back from any purchase inside of SoFi Stadium. Like that deal is good for like up to like shoot, they got a touchdown. Yeah, like so it's pretty awesome. Index funds are cheap, like 0.05%, brother. Yeah, I know it's pretty cheap, but I mean, hey, that's a little bit more than that's still a lot in the long run, I guess. But I don't know, man. But bottom line is too, you gotta invest something for sure. Yeah.
There you go. That's my man.
No bros. You see, Aaron Rodgers threw a back shoulder pass to Mike Williams on Sunday, and he didn't even turn around to try to look at the ball. It ended up, oh dang, that sucks, Tim. I didn't even see that. That's crazy. We need tight end more than receivers. Yeah, it's possible, Alan. Yeah, because we got a bunch of old dudes for a tight end right now. So yeah. Playing with this worm right here. This is the green worm. This is the worm. The S&P. Make it boring. Yeah, 100% Pablo. Just who cares, You might even be interested in doing the Russell. The Russell like 1000, I think it is. Why not? I would definitely say avoid the Dow. The Dow is like, that's way too. I don't know, that money doesn't move that much,
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from
I invest in Apple, Tesla, and all the companies that do good. Yeah, and that's great, Miguel. Like, I mean, got to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Jay Say's asking, hey, what's up, NFL Mike? How you doing, man? Good to see you over on TikTok. He joined in and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good time. By the way, guys, I don't know if you saw, but we, Andrew and I were on NFL Mike's show on Monday, and we chatted about a bunch of stuff with about the Chargers. Like about if we thought the #1 wide receiver or wide receiver 1 is currently on the team, that if the cornerback 1 was on the team, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We just kind of like had a good little thing, agree or disagree segment. It was called. It was really cool. We got to chat with Mike and his friend, and we had a good discussion, and it was just fun. It was fun times for sure. So, there you go, baby. Hey, Justin Herbert's having a great game right now. Ladidi McConkey is his #1 target. Target. Yeah. Looks like our chat is kind of slowed down, so I'm going to refresh this thing.
And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
You officially hate Madden. That's all right. What are good O-line targets? Right now, I think one of our best targets for the offensive line would be that center, that 6-year veteran center. What's his name? I can't remember his name, but he's a veteran out of the Panthers. He's really good, though,
I was just going to say, maybe that gives
we might need a new center for sure anytime right now. We just averaged 24 a game. We would need the playoffs. Defense is that good. I agree, Bull. I think 100%. Yeah. If the Raiders sign Mike Williams, that's a downgrade from Adams. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Mike Williams to Raiders and then Adams to Jets. I can see that trade happening. That would be a huge downgrade for the Raiders, that's for sure. Raiders ain't doing nothing if that happens. Russell's good. I'm in NASDAQ right now. So yeah, for sure. And that's the thing too, is like I like a lot of ETFs. Like my go-to play for stocks is ETFs a lot, because you can get a SPY ETF for significantly less than the SPY itself. So and less on the fees too.
Here's Herbert.
Yeah, and I'll say 100%, man, you should always just stay away from mutual funds. They're stupid. Mutual funds are horrible. That's an old man like kind of investment thing, vehicle. Don't use it. It's not financial advice though. Someone probably is better than me. Probably can tell you about that. Do you prefer Mike Williams or I would say Amari Cooper? We already know Mike Williams a lot. I'd rather see Amari Cooper over here. It'd be kind of cool to have Mike Williams back though, but I don't know. You guys go to the NFL Super Bowl tailgate. Yeah, right. New kickoff rules need change. Everybody's kicking out of the back of the end zone. Make it on the 30. It should be if you take it out to the back end zone, you get to the 40. You know what? And I'm surprised actually they're doing kicking it to the back of the end zone. I had thought that what they were going to do is that they would kick more of a laser and then a laser ball, and it bounces and then hits to the end zone. Because if they do that, it puts them at the 20. You know, I'm really surprised that we're not seeing them doing that. Instead of kicking it high and out, just kick a laser. You know, make it so that way they can't catch it. Oh, there you go. We got that first down. We're about to score again, baby. Williams only because he's chemistry with Herbert. Yeah, I could see that too, Bolt Lightning, for sure. You can kick the football into the landing zone, Tim, yeah. Kyle's pretty cool. The NFL mic is definitely good stuff. He's blowing up too, brother. Honestly, hey, Pablo, but you know what though? NFL Mike has way more followers than we do. You know, he's got like 200,000 plus on TikTok. He's freaking amazing, man. Like if you guys haven't looked at him, his work, dude, he's out there, man. He does so much. He is constantly just firing out stuff. It's great, man. Like, you know, all he does, he lives, breathes, and eats football, and that's why I love him. But he's a huge Chargers fan as well, so he does everything through a Chargers perspective, and it's awesome. Oh, we almost there, babe. We almost there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there. Yeah, they had him under wraps.
See, all the teams are just fine, or most of them are just letting other teams get the ball at 30, which defeats the entire purpose of the new scheme. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's so frustrating. It's like, you know, the whole idea was, there we go, baby, touchdown Chargers. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Second touchdown of the day with J.K. Dobbins. Let's go. Dobbins going to eat on Sunday, guys. Yo, that bet that I got is definitely going to cash in.
Yeah, they went heavy there.
Yeah, that'd be great up here. Cooper's old, Odell's old, Hopkins is old, and I know, Alan. I understand they're all old, but we gotta have something. We need someone with hands and route running. That's what we need right now. Someone that people are scared of, you know. So, but we don't got that. All right, let's fire that cannon. 1, 2, 3, fire the cannon! Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're out to kick this one off.
Bosa for Ayuk. I like that one. Actually, I want Bosa for Deebo Samuel. That's what I want.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
It'd be a great strategy, but if we were able to be a line drive kick. Yeah.
They did what they had to do to start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Alex. It has to be a line drive. You just freaking laser it to the other side. You don't have to launch it anymore. You know, just laser it. You know. Actually, I might want to test that. Is there a way that we can test that in Madden here? Because I might. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll sit around playing a game maybe and just while I'm like working or something. I don't know.
And he'll get this just across the 25.
Sweep the Raiders, Broncos, tied with the Chiefs. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, and here's the big thing though. This game against the Broncos is of course very important because it is a. Sorry, I'm wiggling that thing a little too much. I got fidget sometimes. like divisional games are always super important because it's critical for the playoff standings. So we have to win this game for sure. And I think we have, and it's going to be good too because it's going to be an away game. So because if we beat them here, then we have a better chance of beating them at home next time. You know, so to put opposing team at the 20-yard line would be nice. It would be 100%. I don't think we haven't seen a team start on the 20-yard line for how long?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Ever since they changed the kickoff rules a couple times, you know, like even years ago, like we haven't seen them start on the 20 forever, you know. But that 10 extra yards is big. It's a big deal, man. So yeah. But lighting your scores blown. Speaking of blown scores, what's the Dodgers? Dodgers Padres still at 5-0. You know, jeez. Padres need to step it up now. Come on now, guys. I think everyone's score is pretty blown here. Oh, the future has the highest score, but it's still like a land miles away from it. Oh no, Timmy's got the pretty closest one. Oh wait, no! Oh, Timmy, you said it the other way. You said Broncos. You thought we were gonna beat us tonight. Oh, boo! Because I get it. Because Madden just hates the Chargers. That's for sure.
To the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
And White Bolt Deadpool said 100-3 Chargers.
Sports.
So hey.
Welcome back now to Denver.
Is that a Price is Right strategy right there? You know, like he thinks everyone underbid, so we just gonna like overbid it by a ton. Get him!
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
What's up, Jorge?
As we both know, there's a lot of
America.
in their first round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college. His playmaking ability when things broke down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting along the throw, he pivoted and found an alternate.
But a dub is a dub. That's right. Beat Bo Dix and the Donkeys. That's right, Carlos. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I'll take this score any day. That'd be amazing. What's up, Stay Ready? How you doing? The other team would have to go 80 yards for a touchdown. Exactly, right? Yeah, and that's what's so important about that 20 yards. You know, like it's like, dang. Adam Thielen would be a great vet pickup. The Panthers are crashing. Yeah, I agree there. You know, like just. Oh man, they almost intercepted. Jeez. And the Chargers fan ever since Danny Thomas 2005 from Montgomery, Alabama, man. And I believe in that team, man. Hey, thank you. Hey, that's awesome, Nico Holloway. You know, honestly, like, and I'm glad to hear that. You know, like it's cool to hear like of Chargers fans all the way out there and like from freaking Alabama. That's crazy. That's awesome, man. And shout out to your college team, dude. Bama's freaking amazing. Always has been. You know, like I love watching their games. Like anytime, like when it's on college football weekends, like I always do check out the I check out the SEC games all the time. I'll be perfectly honest. I did live in Tennessee for a couple years, so Tennessee is my SEC team, but I know they haven't really been good since Peyton Manning. So, yeah, well, that's just it. You know, so like that. So, but. I do enjoy me some college football every once in a while though. So, but man, Alabama though, man. Like sorry about Harbaugh beating Alabama at the Rose Bowl, you know. So, but hey, man, you know he's no longer with college anymore, but he's out here, so it's all good.
Teams get the ball back.
Thailand hasn't been getting the ball. He's good. Yeah.
So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout.
The only team that started on the 20th is because Darius Davis kept catching the ball on the 5-yard and getting tackled. Denver is, yeah, you're right, Jorge, though. Denver is going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be mostly because we're going to have a hard time passing the ball. So I think we're gonna be grounded and pounded for sure. You know, it's gonna be very. It's gonna be very. It's gonna be a very close game. I think it's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be a fight for sure. You know, like I mean, I think both teams are gonna be running the ball a lot. But Jorge, yeah, I do recommend Tennessee. I think it's a great state, man. I was more on the east side. Towards Knoxville and stuff like that, you know. So, we had a good time out there, you know. It's really fun. Oh, yeah, they got some good barbecue spots and stuff. You know, the Appalachian Mountains are freaking cool. But you can get those like over in Alabama and Georgia and your Virginia and stuff too. But like I liked Tennessee's, you know, a lot. You know, like I felt like, you know, Tennessee had a really good, you know, good atmosphere, good people. Obviously, I love the South for sure, man. Like, you know, if I could, I would love to go back to the South and live there. But I don't know. It is what it is. You know, I gotta go where I need to be, and right now I need to be here in Utah. So that's for sure. Let's see. You gotta say it. You gotta stay if you go, right? Miguel, right, Miguel? Arch Manning is going to be the best Manning. Oh, maybe it's possible. You know, the kids. We'll see how that works out, you know. Oh, okay. Hey, I mean, I thought that's what you meant though, because 2005, I was like, yeah. So it's all good, man. LT is freaking amazing, man. Like, I mean, I love seeing an amazing run game like that, you know. So, would you, Arch Manning, will win more Super Bowls than the other Manning bros? Oh, that'd be interesting. So, Archie gets 4 touchdowns, so more than all 3 of the brothers, or you know, all the brothers combined. That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome. My uncle lives in Cordova, Tennessee. I'm not even sure where Cordova is. Is that east or west side? Because I was mostly on the east side. East side, Kyle. East side, yeah. Bolt gang, don't bang. Jorge, what's up? I want to say this right here because I feel that our defense is one of the scariest defenses that people don't know about. Oh man, 100% Nico, dude. Yeah, you ain't lying there, man. You ain't lying for sure. Like, you know, our defense has been fire for lately. You know, like it's been doing so good. You know, like it just like freaking Jesse Minter, man. Like, unfortunately, his defense is so good that it's going to actually make him have a head coaching position very, very quick, unfortunately, and I really am mad about that. So we'll see how that turns out. We can only go up from here, Jorge, because if not, Roman may get the X sooner or later. Yeah.
You're right. They did pick up the first
down. Hang on a sec here. I got a work email.
Pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was
enter a quick text there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
you're in North Idaho. Hey, man, that's really far up there. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'm in Utah, so but I'm like in the center, like so I'm like right in the center of the mountain here, you know. So it's crazy. I would take Archie over Shotter Sanders. All right, that'd be good. Our D is so good, but it's not going to help if we can't do anything offensively. Yeah, 100%, Miguel. Like, our offense needs to start to pick up for sure.
As far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure if Roman was last. Let's see. Yeah, I mean,
Next to throw
yeah,
again.
Roman. I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's necessarily Greg Roman's fault that things are going bad. Like, our offensive line is really struggling. You know, like, I mean, that's and the fact that we don't have great receivers, like, you know, that are getting the separation and stuff. We have really young receivers. We got, you know, and in a lot of ways we have kind of a younger line too. You know, so it's like I just don't know, like, if it's all Greg Roman's fault. Like, I mean, I do admit maybe his play calling's a little bit predictable, but you know, we'll definitely see how things shake out. You know.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on
All right,
the
so
and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Next from the shotgun.
Okay, come on, get him, stop him! Ah, I just walked it in right there. Shoot. I'd love to have 7 Super Bowl rings too. Yes, Miguel, 100%, man. That would be incredible. I would love to have a dynasty built with Jim Harbaugh. Like, he just shows up, and, you know, like, maybe this year will be kind of tough. I would love to see a Super Bowl this year for sure, but it would be super tough for him to do that. That's a steep mountain to climb. But I would say it would be really cool to see Jim Harbaugh giving us 10 years of freaking amazing football. You know what I'm saying? That would be amazing. I would love that. So I saw something saying staying with the Raiders. I don't know about that, Alan. I mean, like, if he does, it's just because no one wants him. No one wants to pay his salary, you know? Yeah. So it sounds like nobody wants to trade for Adams, Allen. But, like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, though, Miguel. I don't think anyone wants him because he's asking for too much money. But he is good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if we could afford him, I would love to have him at the Chargers. Like, I don't care that he was playing for the Raiders. Like, he's a player, you know. A player's loyalty is going to be where their paycheck is. So, yeah. Well, so this game's almost over here, though. Shoot. So it's good, though. We're going to wrap it up. Let's get this go. We got the ball in our hands. They got 3 timeouts. We got 3 timeouts. Let's just, you know, get a couple first downs, and let's wrap it up, boys. Two years ago, we went to the Dolphins-Chargers game, and the entire plane was full of Chargers fans, and I learned that there was a big Chargers group in this area that I didn't know about. That's crazy. That's awesome, Timmy. I didn't realize that. That's cool. Like, you guys should set up a way to hang out, though. You know, like, and you know, do a lot more stuff, you know, together. You know, like, watch parties are always the best. Like, I love. There's nothing more that I love than watching a game with a large group of our friends. You know, of other Chargers fans. That's, like, literally the best feeling in the world. Like, I mean, honestly, like, it's so fun to do that. You know, like, I mean, and honestly, you know, we all know that we're spread out. You know, like, I mean, you're in freaking Idaho. I'm in Utah. Like, I was in LA, of course, which is great because that's close to a lot of people. Oh, wow. Gnarly sack right there. Not really a sack. It was just a hit and messed up his throw. Oh, my God. No offensive coordinator could do anything with this team with the 3 interior linemen we have. And that's where I agree, Timmy. Like, I mean, it's just our line and our wide receivers. Like, it's really not an easy situation. You know, like, I mean, you need to. Oh, we got a flag here. Hang on a second. We got a penalty here.
This could be a first down.
Pass interference, baby. First down. That's a wrap. Nice. Nice. Rogers' play has declined. Carr is hurt. Yeah, exactly. Rogers is done. He just needs to retire. He's just trying to collect his checks and you know, go home and do whatever he wants in this cabin, you know, just kind of hang out and do nothing, you know. If I was Adams, I would go to the Ravens. Yeah, I would too. Hey, what's up, Bolt Town? Again with the number $2
from the
Whoop,
2-minute
whoop.
warning.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Second down now.
Good night. All right, man. Have a good one, Voltown. You have a good time. Family, trust, respect, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's beat the donkeys.
He's going to get it again. Just looking
That's
to
the
get
third. That was
through
wait,
protect
the third.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54.
Oh, that was your third. That was your third live chat with me, man. Hey, that's awesome. Appreciate that, man. Oh, man. Hey, well, you have a great night. Hope to hang out with you again sometime soon. And don't be a stranger, man. You know, I would love to you know have you over and have a little barbecue with you. You know, so that'd be what's up. In fact, if anyone is in the Utah area, me and my brothers are, brother will be planning on having a little get together at some point too. So we'll keep you guys posted about that. So yeah. Let's see. Let's go, Timmy. I was wearing my Justin Herbert jersey at the Cowboys Saloon at Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I didn't get any feedback, bro. It's all good. That's funny. Well, I mean, Wyoming doesn't have any team. They have, like, no skin in the game. I don't think they even have a college team out there, you know? So. Oh, man, Eddie, I'm sorry you're leaving work so late. That sucks. I know the feeling. Right after this, I got to do some work as well. This is crazy. Jorge asks, what do you think the chances of winning this Sunday? 1 out of 10, 10 being granted win. Guaranteed win. I would say 7.5. Like I'm very favorable towards the Chargers. Long as I don't believe in the Broncos are going to. I mean, yeah, they have a little bit of an uptick because they finally beat the Raiders after a 5-game losing streak, but I don't see them actually, doing much worse or much better in the future, you know. So I just don't believe in their quarterback. I don't believe in their. They got decent running backs over there, and they got one good wide receiver. And that's one more than we do, you know. But their line is struggling too. They got a tough, a bad center. They got a bad right tackle. So I think we should be able to get a lot of pressure on them, you know. So I would say 7.5 for me. Put money plus the Raiders won't get a second-round pick to leave at the end of the year. Yeah, not worth the risk. I love the Tetons, Timmy. Unfortunately, might be unpunished for going off on my boss for leaving work late in the second night straight. Oh man, I'm sorry, Eddie. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, honestly, it's that kind of stuff is going around right now. Like, I mean, I'm having a little bit of difficulty with my work as well. I'm sorry to say that it's just going around right now, you know. Chargers win by 14 this Sunday. I agree. I think so too, man. 14 seems like a great choice for me too.
Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, boom! Oh, nice! Big old sack. They got the throw out though, so it can stop the clock. I became a Chargers fan because I joined the Navy out of high school and lived in California, where the Navy based for several years during the Stan Humphries days. Oh, that's awesome, Stan. You know, and it's cool that like that Jim Harbaugh started up that Camp Pendleton training day, training week, whatever like that, out there in San Diego again this past year. Like, that was awesome to see that Jim Harbaugh wanted to do that still. Like, and so I'm just happy to see that, and I hope that helps bridge the gap a little bit more with the San Diego Chargers and stuff. And the thing is too is like it's cool to see that Joe Oritz and Dean Spanos are going to Thunder Alley and like hanging out with the fans a little bit. Like they're actually, because the fans we like them. I think that's gonna wrap it up right there, because like they don't really have good time management in this game. So yeah, Eddie, the injury report's tough. It's a big one, man. We got a ton of players on injury this week. And the Broncos had like nobody on the injury report, but they do have some people that are on IR and stuff like that are like just not there, not listed. So all right, that's it. That's the game right there.
And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy
Sorry,
the rest
just
of your
had some work
so
emails here again.
From Denver.
All right, so let me just wrap this up real quick, though, yeah, because I got some work just kind of wrapping up. Yeah, it looks like most people no one really got close to it. I think the closest person that picked was the Chargers, because he did 29 of 24. Yeah, so he was the highest score. So the Chargers, you are the lucky winner of the contest. So you'll be able to go ahead and pick out one item from our store. You can email me at boltbrospodcast@gmail.com, and we'll be able to ship you something ASAP. And you pick out something, whatever. Like it could be a hat, could be a shirt, could be a flag, whatever you want. We'll send it out to you and stuff like that. So congratulations, and yeah, man. But then let's take a look at who the Justin Herbert score win is. All right, so let's see. It looks like Bolt Lightning put 245 yards. So we got the closest to the yards with 2 touchies. Let's see. Hand. Player stats. Justin Herbert did 19 of 26. And you did 20 of 27. So yeah, so Bolt Lightning, you are the winner for the points. So you're gonna earn 20 points, so you can gamble those away right away as well on the next live streams. So good job, man. So all right, good. Wrong button. That was wrong. This one. So congrats, Bolt Lightning and the Future. You are tonight's winners, and it's been awesome to hang out with you guys. Hang on a second. Let's get back to the big camera here. So, all right. Well, as we all know, thank you guys for coming here. It was pretty awesome to watch the stream tonight. I appreciate all you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. So, just keep in mind that this is an away game, so there's a lot of watch parties going on. So keep your eyes open for Chargers Bolt fam, because they have some watch parties that they got going on. Los Rayos got some watch parties going on. I think I shared those ones today. There's the Beach City Bolts. They got some watch parties going on. The Swoop and D Tailgate's got some watch parties going on. Go hang out with some more Chargers fans. It is literally the best. Tell them the Bolt Bros sent you, and have a good time with it. So. I appreciate you guys. And as always, Bolt Bros, let's go.